He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. This week we conclude our series, the Summer in the Psalms, with Psalm 91. We discussed a lot of different psalms within this series, and even last week we noticed the importance of liturgical psalms to kind of prepare our hearts and to really reveal our own sense that we might trust in the Lord. But there's other seasons that we might be going through, perhaps doubting God's goodness or just being overwhelmed with troubles and difficulties. And what do we need in the midst of that? And this is one of those things that, going from last week to this week, we really see the variety of the Psalms, and that there really is a song for every season of the soul. And as we look at Psalm 91, really is a psalm of trust in the Lord, very similar to Psalm 23, but it's trust in the midst of difficulty. There's safety in the Lord, and for several reasons that the psalmist outlines for us. And so I'm really excited to conclude this series with Psalm 91. I encourage you to read it ahead of time, think about it, meditate on the truths and the images there in Psalm 91 to prepare your heart for this Sunday as we gather to look at it together. Whether you've been part of this series, or maybe you're new to the area, or looking for a local church to get plugged into, we'd love to have you this week. Please come out. And typically during the fall and kind of spring semesters, we have our Equipping the Saints time, which is a time of adult Bible learning. That's coming back in the fall, so we don't have that. It's usually from 9 to 10. But we do have a coffee fellowship time from 10 to 10:30, and then our service starts at 10:30. And again, whether you've been part of this local church, you're a member, you're a regular attender, you're here every week, or maybe you're just exploring different churches, or you're interested in the book of Psalms or Christianity in general, we would love to have you this Sunday at 10:30 as we worship our God together.